Good Tuesday evening. Welcome to BCP Live. Hi, I'm Joey McWilliams. I'm glad that you are along for the ride tonight. And yes, I did have to tell myself just before we came on the air that it's still Tuesday. It's been a long Tuesday. I don't know what your Tuesday's been like, but mine's been long, and that's okay. We're a little bit later than 9 getting started. You know what? Sometimes technology is what it is. I've had a couple of issues, coaches interviews today that went a little bit long too. And you know what? I'm speaking with a coach right now. Maybe there is some kind of common denominator in there. Not sure. Anyway, this coach is really, really cool, and she's close to home. And I am very glad to have on the broadcast with me tonight Coach Christi Braudrick, who is the rodeo coach at Southeastern Oklahoma State University. Coach, thank you very much for taking time with me on a Tuesday night.
You're welcome, Joey.
Hey, it's rodeo week. Did you know that? Were you aware of that? Were you aware of that?
Yes, I am.
And I'm wearing my red tonight. I'm wearing my red, and my family will be wearing red when we go. I think we're going to go Friday. I think that's what we're looking at is the Friday night. We still may do Saturday, but I think we're looking at the Friday. So Friday's cool too, right?
Oh yeah, there's going to be quite a few of my kids up on Friday night. So that rodeo for Southeastern. So that would be a good night.
Well, you do have a lot of kids in a very good rodeo program, and I do want to talk about even this season because just as everyone else in college athletics and thereabout, seasons got cut short, and your season was no different. Your rodeo season in the spring was cut short, and I do want to talk about that a little bit. But you know what? You have some of your athletes that are going to be competing this weekend as well. Can you talk about them?
Right. Yeah, our season got cut short, I think after 6 competitions, and we usually have 10. So, and then of course our national finals got canceled shortly after that. So our season ended in March, and some of the kids had apartments and lived down here. So they're still here. The rodeos started back up a couple of weeks ago pretty regularly. So a lot of those are rodeoing still out of Durant. And many of those are also going to be entered in this rodeo this weekend. So that tomorrow night, Thursday night, I'm dating myself, on the slack night. And what that is an overflow from the performances. They usually cap that off at 10 an event. And so the overflow, they will dedicate a whole night to the other contestants that won't be in the performances. And so I have a lot of people, and there's a lot of Southeastern alumni. I looked at the list today that are actually up on Thursday night. So, and that's even including rough stock, which usually there's not slack in because there's not enough entry. So that just tells you that this rodeo has a lot of entries if they're going to have bareback, saddle bronc, and bull riding slack. So, on Thursday night, there's a kid that rodeoed here, graduated 3 or 4 years ago, Dakota Makem. He'll be in the bull riding on Thursday night. Mm-hmm. In the barrel racing, I have a current student, Caitlin Hobby. She'll be running barrels. I know Tori Edge was up. She was an alumni of Southeastern, was on a successful team here. Molly Childers from Meade, she'll be running barrels. And then Ariana Flynn, who rodeoed for me, she's won quite a bit. She would probably be one, that you would watch too. She won the region and made the college finals here. And then I just saw another name that I thought was interesting because you see this person run at the NFR quite a bit. Sherry Servey is entered in Durant slack barrel racing, and she's definitely someone you would want to come watch that night. And then it's going to flow on over into the steer wrestling, and I have 2 current students that are in.
Oh, and it looks like we may have lost Christi for just a little bit. Hope that we didn't lose her for too long. But coach of the Southeastern Rodeo talking with us about what is happening this week. And Christi, I hope that we haven't lost you for good. Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened, honestly.
Well, you actually showed up twice on my video, so I thought that was pretty interesting. I'm looking at the replay in my other monitor, and yeah, you're on twice. So if you're time traveling to get to watch more rodeo, I don't know how that works for you. But anyway, you were talking about the steer wrestling. Christi, if you can still hear me, you were talking about the steer wrestling. Well, it looks like Christi can't hear me right now. If you can, just to let you know, I can still see you, but I can't. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, Joey.
Okay, you were talking about the steer wrestling.
Yeah, we have a couple of current students, Gus Franson and Holden Myers, that is in the steer wrestling, and then Denver Berry. He won the college finals here a couple of years ago for us. He's entered as well, so that will definitely be good watching on Thursday. And then we're going to the breakaway roping, and there's several girls currently and alumni that are up. Casey Hollenbach, who just recently had a great season. She ended the season second in the region, but she also was the one who won the American at AT&T Stadium, $100,000 in February. So she will be might be somebody you want to watch. And then there's some other people. Ariana's also entered in the breakaway, and then there's a few girls that you'll know who they are: Jackie Crawford, Jordan Joe Fabrizio. Those two have been real successful. Jackie's a 19-time world champion, so she's definitely someone you'd want to come on Thursday night. And then we're going to go to the tie-down roping. Briar Teague is an incoming freshman from Rattan, Oklahoma. He'll be entered. He'll be coming this year. Blair Burke from Durant, Oklahoma. He's a 14-time NFR qualifier, Southeastern alumni, and made the college finals and was successful when he was here at Southeastern as well. And then when we go to the team roping, Dalton Titsworth, who was our college champion last year at Southeastern, he'll be entered. And Briar will also be entered in the team roping. And then a local incoming freshman from Bochita, Oklahoma, Cactus Williams. I saw where he's entered with his dad, who heals really well. And then another one, Trevor Conley. He's an alumni that won the college finals in the team roping back in the 2000s. And he's had a successful career team roping. And really that kind of sums up the slack for Thursday night and some of the people that actually, went through Southeastern that you might want to watch.
That's really pretty cool. And Dalton, I know, and Denver, of course, though, those are folks that are winners, at nationals that are recent. I mean, those are names that should be familiar to folks even right now if you've been following rodeo at all at Southeastern.
Right. They've in the last 4 years, we've had 4 national champions here, and they were 2 of those. So, yeah, they both Denver graduated here, and so they both had a successful career and continue to. Denver's made the American, and Dalton wins a lot at team ropings, and they have a successful career outside of college as well.
Well, I wanted to say thanks to everybody for watching tonight. We're talking with Southeastern's rodeo coach, Christi Braudrick, here on BCP Live. Thanks to everybody for joining tonight. I really appreciate the folks that are stopping by. And hi, Diana. Give a shout out to Diana. Mike's ready for some rodeo as well. Lisa, too. Brent Gordon, I'm going to go ahead and post this so you can read this. How about this? Local guy, good friend. I've helped sponsor, but never in my entire life of living here have been to the Durant Rodeo. I look forward to going this week. So, hey, there you go, Christi. Another person going, and this time somebody going for the first time. So, I'm looking to see Brent there as well. So that would be really cool. But it's not. You know what? That's really neat. Folks that sponsor it, that may or may not have had a chance to go. Man, it's big enough. It's pretty fun crowd. I think I'm gonna have to get there early to find a seat.
Yeah, I think it's going to be popular. Thursday night during the slack, they don't charge admission, so anybody can come watch, and it's free. And then, of course, Friday and Saturday night is more of the performance. It's usually around a 2-hour performance is what you try to, put it on in. So, and it's packed with action events, and entertainment. I know they're bringing the Clydesdales in from Express Ranches, and those are so cool to watch do things. So it'll be fun.
Yeah, that's been a big thing. Susan Edlin, who is a close by neighbor of mine, and I know that you know that, but she checks up on me every now and again, and I check up on her to see how she's doing, and like neighbors ought to be doing anyway. But I know she's been talking about those Clydesdales for quite a while. Susan Edlin, of course, of the Durant Riding Club, and it is the Durant Riding Club Pro Rodeo. Let me take this opportunity really quickly to say thank you to some of the sponsors here for the Bryan County Patriot BCP Live on tonight. And due in part to the sponsors and advertisers for the Patriot, All Seasons Travel, as well as Bryan Agri Products, Choctaw Nation Foster Care, Firehouse Subs, Hausner's, Justice Insurance, Prices Printing, Taco Casa, Van Meter Realty, and Wichita Mountain Prevention Network, to name just a few. And we have many sponsors here on the Bryan County Patriot, and I'm just grateful for every one of them. Don't want to take anyone for granted, just really appreciative. As we visit with Coach Christi Braudrick, talked about your season there and that it was cut short. The girls, the women's rodeo side in the Central Plains region, actually in second place in the region when things shut down. And that means big things if you can finish in that top 2 spot, right, for going to CNFR.
Right. Our region, you always want to be in the top 2 positions as a team, so you can get your team qualified. Our girls team, our women's team finished in second when the season ended, and my guys were in third, but had the potential, had the season been completed, I think, to possibly be in second. So yeah, it's heartbreaking. All 4 of my girls on my women's team had never qualified, so it was truly heartbreaking to them to not get to go, because they put in a lot of hours practicing, and as everybody has, and it's just a disappointing thing. The great thing is they all get to come back and return. No one really graduated and moved on, so I'll have my team back again next year, and we've added some more kids because our season didn't complete. They were able to give them another year of eligibility, so I have all my team returning, and then all the kids I had recruited as well. So this year will definitely be in numbers my larger ever with students here. So I'm excited for that. I think we'll have a lot of success as a team and individuals. So looking forward to this year.
That was something I was curious about. I know that with the NCAA, the NAI, some of the other national affiliations were making adjustments for players and athletes to possibly get an extra year depending upon where the sport fell in the season. And I know that you're under a different affiliation, so I'm really glad to hear that. I think that's fantastic that these kids are coming back, because not only the year of eligibility, but I mean, sometimes when their time is done on a campus, they have jobs lined up, internships lined up, another year of college lined up, maybe to get a master's somewhere else or whatever the case may be. So really, that's great to see. Appreciate all the folks for stopping by tonight, including Kenny and Kristen. Foo is in the house, and a shout out, by the way, to Teresa, who is here. Glad you're here tonight. And Jeff, Jeff sends a shout out, says hi to Coach Christi, and I hope to get Jeff on here one of these times. We'll see. We're working on that, Christy. If you can imagine, we're working on getting one Jeff Shelburne. So I may need some help. You may have to help me make sure that he gets on, because he needs to come on here too. We had a chance to talk back in the spring on Midwest Sports Saturday, and you were very gracious to come on that with me as well, talking about even a young lady that won $100,000, and that's still worthy of mention once again. Can you talk about that again?
Yeah, Casey, she was a sophomore last year. So what that is American, and you go to events throughout the year and enter ropings and a side fee, and then if you are successful in that, it qualifies you to actually go to the semifinals of the American, which it it starts in Fort Worth at the Stockyards, and it's tournament style. So you have to keep winning to keep, advancing into the tournament. And she advanced all the way through Fort Worth 3 times, and then she made it to AT&T Stadium, where she advanced to the finals in Chase. So it started out with 400. I can't even remember. It's close to 500 inches, and she came out on top of that many entries. And ultimate winner of the colors. Is unreal to sophomore.
Well, listen, let me tell you, $100,000, that's nothing to sneeze at. And I think that's incredibly cool. Winning the whole thing too, and getting to win something like that in AT&T Stadium is incredibly cool. Well, Coach Christi Braudrick, I want to say thank you very much for stopping by here tonight. I know that you're probably going to be at the Durant Riding Club Arena most of the day on Thursday, I'm sure, watching and checking out, seeing that your kid's there as well.
Right. I will be there. Actually, I will even be entered Thursday night. And there's a lot of people even up on Friday and Saturday that are local. So I think you could go any night and know someone that's actually competing probably.
All right. I'm looking forward to it. My family and I will be there. May even get to sneak up a little bit and watch a little bit on Thursday too. That's incredibly cool. Coach Christi Braudrick, thank you so much for taking time with us to here tonight on BCP Live.
All right. Thanks, Joey.
And we really appreciate her here on Rodeo Week. Let me see if I can get the graphic up here. I don't know if I can or not. We'll try. Try to go ahead and go with that. Oh, that one covers me up. No, that's okay. Somebody today was talking with me about saying that they had a face for radio. So, it is what it is. Sometimes I feel like that's the way I look at it too. That's okay. Rodeo Week here on BCP Live, and we look forward to continue that as the week goes on. Now, shout out to Lindsay and any of the nieces and nephews that may be watching tonight. Definitely want to give a shout out to them as well. Sean is here. Jamie, I've been trying to get in touch with you, Jamie. So if you have a chance, shoot me a message on Facebook. I did want to get in touch with you about a thing or two. And Janice in the house tonight as well. Listen, Rodeo Week, we're glad that you've been watching. A little bit shorter show tonight. That's okay. We're going to be pushing and pushing and pushing towards the rodeo, and if I know I do have at least one more graphic. Hey, come up there. There you go. How about that? Let's go ahead and leave this one up there. June 19th and 20th. It is the Durant Riding Club Pro Rodeo. Nice to visit with West Huggins last night. He's the announcer. He's going to be there. And it looks like it is going to be one of those places. Look, I'm going to get there early. I want to get a good seat, and there are going to be 5 of us. So I have my tickets ready, and I want to get there early for that. There are lots of places you can still go to get tickets, $8, $10 at the gate if you buy them there. And so, we'll see. Still tossing back and forth between which night to go, but we may see it on Friday. But I wouldn't mind sneaking by and checking in on the action on Thursday as well. Hey, listen, free opportunity to watch some rodeo on Thursday, and especially as big a deal as this is, not bad at all. All right. Hi, Tyler. How are you doing, man? It's good to see you tonight. I'm glad that you're watching. Thank you for watching. You need to get your dad and mom to take you to the rodeo too. Jolie. Well, hi. Glad you're there as well. Which Jamie? Jamie Miller. I'm sorry, Jamie Templeton, although wouldn't be nice to visit. And I know that I know where I can stop by and see you too, because you let us know. But Jamie Miller, need to get in touch with her sometimes. But thanks for checking that out. It seems like there's a third Jamie that stops by here also. So hi, Jolie. Glad you're watching tonight. All right, we're going to wrap things up. I look to have somebody special on here tomorrow night. So we're still trying to wrangle that, if I can use that terminology here on Rodeo Week. We're trying to wrangle that, see if we can get that guest for sure on tomorrow night. In the meantime, numbers on the beer bug really quickly. I was going to post a story today. I'm not sure I'm going to post it because I want to wait, because the county numbers again and the city numbers are showing a discrepancy. Now, my personal belief is that whoever is doing this in Oklahoma City and putting these numbers in doesn't know which towns are in Bryan County? Go figure, So I think that's why there's a discrepancy there. So until we roll across to another milestone number, I'm going to go ahead and hold off on that. It may happen tomorrow. It may not. I do want to remind you that, the whole thing 2 months ago, and by the way, does it seem like time just has slowed down in 2020? That everything from between March, the middle of March, and right now, it feels like 3 years have gone by. And it's just been 3 months. And so all the way back then, you remember this term, flatten the curve, flatten the curve, flatten the curve. Do you remember that? Nobody says that anymore, by the way, because we've gone on to, find ways to get all wound up and angry and full of angst and fear and all kinds of other stuff. I mean, every day, they're bringing something new. This is why it's important that you get up in your day. You do not walk in fear. Do not walk in fear, because every day folks on a national level are trying to find something new. Do you remember when murder hornets was a thing? Have you even thought about murder hornets in a while? Seriously. I mean, it's almost like you look back and go, that was a bad dream. That was a joke. I'm sure somewhere in Western Washington right now, somebody's upset about murder hornets, but it's not happening down here. Every day, they're coming up with some other reason for you to be fearful. Do not walk in fear. Now, let's go back to flatten the curve for just a moment. I showed you the graph last night. I'll show it to you later on this week. But where it talks about, yes, this number where it's positive cases is going up. Okay? And it's made some leaps in the last few days. Do you know why? We're testing more people. Okay? The recoveries, number of recoveries is going up. You know why? Because we tested more people and they got better. But where it counts down here at hospitalizations and people's whose deaths have been attributed to the thing which shall not be named, that has been flattened. It's still rising a little bit each day, but not at the level the other things are. And now they're trying to get you to look at this level. You should look at this level because this is the important number now. People aren't overflowing the hospitals. Can I say that again? Our hospitals are not overflowing. Hospitals in Texas are not overflowing. There are more people that are being reported, but they're making it. This number right here, this one on the bottom, if you look at the chart, that's the one. And the curve has been flattened. So when you wake up tomorrow and the Twitterverse is all upset about somebody's t-shirt. That was yesterday. And you wake up today and the Twitterverse is all wound up about Domino's. That's today. Had some good Domino's pizza today, by the way. If you wake up tomorrow and the Twitterverse is all wound up about something else, they found something else to be wound up about. Don't bend the knee to the mob. I'm telling you that they will never, ever, 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 ever be satisfied. You cannot say I'm sorry enough. You cannot do. They will never be satisfied, ever. So, hello, Nita. Glad you're watching tonight. Donnie, Melissa. Oh my goodness, Melissa. Nice to see your name come up there. Donnie, it's great to see your name as well. David, always nice to see your name come up there also. And Jamie, African Dust. I saw that a day or two ago. I really thought that was a joke. That's not a joke. Are we supposed to be scared of it? It looked like it was coming in over the Caribbean. So I thought it was just like some kind of tropical storm that had gone awry, and they named it African Dust now. I'm not sure what it is, but again, do not walk in fear. Every day, as 2020 pushes on, they're going to try to find some new way to make you afraid. Don't walk in fear. Don't do it. Don't do it. Not even for a little bit. Don't walk in fear. Besides all that, we got rodeo week to do this week, so we have a lot more going on. All right. Hello, Ronald. Glad you stopped by tonight as well. We're wrapping it up. It's a shorter night tonight, so I'm glad that you guys stopped by. I really appreciate it. This show is what it is because you people stopped by. I'm so thankful for you all. I'm just grateful that each one of you stopped by as many nights as you do. Tyler, if you're still watching, you are an incredible young man. God made you well, and I am so glad to know you. Take care of your parents, okay? All right. I think I got everyone there. I think I got to everybody tonight. Yeah, we did. All right. I'm checking all my monitors. Thank you to Christi Braudrick for stopping by, Southeastern's rodeo coach. And she is, listen, if you haven't ever had a chance to meet her, she's just an incredibly nice person. I really, really appreciate her. I appreciate what she's doing. I appreciate what she does for not only the school, but I mean, she's one of those people that, she blesses people all around. The rodeo's coming in. She'll have a hand in blessing people there. And competing too. How neat is that? I hope I get to watch that. So again, if I look, here's the deal. If I sneak by on Tuesday and I stay there a little bit longer and we get a later start to the show on Thursday, we get a later start to the show. I'm going to have to ask you to forgive me, but I think that'd be really cool. God bless you, Teresa. And Jeff, thank you very much. That means a lot. You are really cool. So I look forward to visiting with you, Jeff, as well. All right. Nothing else. Thanks to our sponsors. I think we have it all done tonight. Thank you to Mrs. Patriot and to my family again also for letting me do this each and every night. They're a blessing too. Look, be wise. Use discretion. Do not walk in fear. Don't do it. Don't do it even for a little bit. No virus determines your future. No chart says who lives or dies. Do not walk in fear. And Rodeo Week continues tomorrow night right here at 9 o'clock. God bless you.